As Nell has said it, we finally arrived. This will be the last part of field training for Advanced Wars before we get into the real campaign. I am excited as you guys are. So, I want to get straight to this. This is Advanced Warrior, and welcome to part 12 of Advanced Wars, which will be the finale of field training in this Let's Play. Finally, we've arrived. Mission 13, Fog of War. With a terrible view. The surrounding area is almost completely hidden. The phenomenon is known as Fog of War. When it is present, units can only see a limited distance. We can check each unit's vision, and they're all different. We have this infantry here, the bright squares around it. Unit's vision range when Fog of War is present. On the terrain, this unit's vision range is 2. Other lit areas around your HQ and your cities and other positions, they're lit to lead you as well. Areas around neutral cities or enemy positions are not though. They stay dark until you draw close to them. You see the city? It's dark. I guess try to capture it. What she's saying is, we see all these cities, and they're all grayed out. Well, obviously this is the headquarters, but they just come up as neutral cities. But we take this in, so infantry, you can see the vision is 2. An example, like the rocket, vision 1, vision 3, vision 1, vision 1, vision 1. Everyone's vision is very different. So the infantry, we can actually move past it, so we'll just go ahead and capture it, and it's blue. Cities look the same when they're dark. Picking a city's allegiance, we should approach with caution. So now, we'll go ahead and take this mech unit, and they have a special ability, which is, maybe we see for ourselves. So we'll put ourselves on a mountain, and now our vision has completely gone up. Increases on mountains. When you have a larger vision range, it's much easier to spot enemies, but this forest is still dark because you can't see what's in the woods unless you're adjacent to them. You can see into this forest because your mech is right next to it. By the way, reefs are the same as we saw in the naval mission. Reefs also act like forests in Fog of War. Let's go back for a moment. There could actually be something in the forest. We'll send a unit to scout. Excuse me. Perfect chance to use the new recon unit, which has a whopping 5. These are actually really nice Fog of War. So this mech unit, increase up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 range. Mountains are really nice, and so are forests, which we will see right here. Let me explain what this can do. Vision range of 5 squares. And unlike infantry and mech units, you can see anywhere. One thing to be aware of, it's not a very powerful unit. It can handle infantry, but we should avoid engaging them. So we'll send them to here. And we have a rocket. Advanced Wars, Bane of Fog of War. Enemy rockets in a forest during Fog of War. Into the forest, you gotta encounter enemy. You have been stuck, unable to do anything. You gotta be careful moving through areas that could be covered. Now another thing on the subject with Forest and Reese. Enemy was using terrain to conceal its troops. We can do the same thing. But we'll be spotted, of course, if an enemy is next to us. We got that. As before, if you need intel, press the R button. And then move around the control pad. It's the way to check out difference in terrain, including woods and reefs. Gonna leave the rest to us. Alrighty. So, 2 threats we can immediately take out. You can go ahead and engage this rocket. 2 medium tanks should easily take this out. Yeah. Very, very easy call. Bam. Okay. Now this rocket, it was like this tank was meant for us to shoot with a rocket. Who would have thought? And the medium tank obviously can finish the job. 100% chance to get rid of it. Okay. So now the rest is up to us. Move this mech here. Because mechs don't have that good movement. And we'll move these two guys down here through the mountains. Give us a better view. Alright, day one. No dialogue. Olaf has pushed 2 tanks through the area. First we'll capture the city, make it ours. There is some value to capturing a city. Medium tank, we'll go ahead and put this medium tank on the street. Although the plane does have 1 defense, it's much better to put the medium tank here. Although what we can do... We're doing it. I want to show you what it looks like anyways. It's so funny. Pellets destroying a tank. And now we just increase our range. Which means that we can actually go ahead and take out this tank. Yeah. Guy got nothing. Had no chance. We lost 1 tank, but oh well. We're doing good. Alright. I'll put this artillery here to stop the upcoming tank. Rockets. Gotta make sure they move everything they got. Move these infantry through the mountains. And we'll leave this APC here. Give us some vision range. So, they're gonna be moving across. Oh, they went down. Man, I was hoping they'd go across. And move this here. So, this is a little scary, because we got the HQ here, but we got 3 forests that are around us. And we can't see them until we're, like, very close to them. So let's go ahead, put this here. We should be able to one-shot this infantry, because medium tanks are not exactly king, but you get the idea. What deals more damage? 78, 75. We'll go ahead and throw the 75 on here. Does a whopping 80 damage. I'm gonna go ahead and put the infantry here, and I want to put this here, because I think I remember what is here exactly. Infantry can yet capture that. Wait, did I just put in the way the rocket? I did. Maybe. End the turn. We most likely should be getting shot from a forest now. I hate dealing with these things. So, infantry goes down. See if, oh, meant to capture. Now, I want to see what's down here. I know something's down here. There's the rocket. And what do we got here? The artillery. I've played this enough. Sorry to spoil this. I've played this enough times to know what's here. But for someone playing this for the first time, it might be a little scary. Kind of like how it went for me. I'll put you here on the city because you actually have defense. We're whittling them down. We're not gonna be able to kill them honestly, but when we whittle them down, we get rid of how much of a threat they really are, which is good. Gonna let you here, because I can attack either. And what do you know, we got the lander here. Pointless lander. Nowhere to really go. I like how this emphasizes Olaf's like last stand, because he's on the edge of the water where he could actually be like forced to retreat. I'll go ahead, drop you here because you actually do something, and I can actually get the artillery with the rocket, which is funny. Okay, so are we gonna lose it? Rest in peace. You served well. And they're going for the APC, which I always thought was weird. Unless like they know we're going for like a full-on assault, then I see why they would attack it. But this artillery can go bye-bye, because rockets are amazing, especially in Fog of War. Go ahead and cap this. We can actually attack the lander. Oh, notice how it's on a question. There's a question mark and there's a minus symbol. That's because in Fog of War, it does not tell you the status of the unit, because normally it would have an icon when something is being loaded. Pellet scoper. It'll have a status icon of when something is loaded. Like for example, oh no, can't attack it now. For example, if I put this here, it now has an L that says loaded. We would be able to see that for enemies. I mean for ours, but for enemies we will not. So that's what that minus symbol is for. It's to hide exactly what the unit is doing. So we are about to finish this off. I just don't want to kill it though. So yeah, artilleries do a really good job against landers. Let's see if my luck is bullcrapped enough to do this again. Oh, put out a 1. Out of 1. Rocket would not be able to kill. Go ahead and BM this. Supply. And we are done! So, we've taken back most of Orange Star territory. I'll concede to this day, the real battle is yet to come. Well done! Finally driven Olaf off. Hey! This will be the last thing I have to say. Thank you for listening to all my advice up to now. I tried now. However, I won't be able to join you after this. You'll have to lead on your own. Let me introduce you to your new partner, Andy! No? What is it? This is Advisor Vance. Vance will be giving you orders from now on. Say hello. Orange Star's first advisor. Nice to meet you. Be prepared, Andy. Be prepared. Andy can be a bit of a wiseacre. He's still young, but his abilities are top-notch. I think he'll make a good partner for you, Vance. Thanks, Snell. Could use a guy like Andy. There's nothing left for me to tell you. Congratulations, graduate. A ranking. You've been promoted from a candidate to an advisor. I give you this to mark your advancement. Congratulations. Rank 96. Gray Rat. Rank will rise. It's a very special card. Allows you to check your rankings anytime. Congratulations. With this victory, we've reclaimed a portion of Orange Star. But this is just the beginning. Olaf still has troops deployed within our borders. I want to speed this up, but I'm afraid I'll skip it. Vance, you and Andy will command our forces against Olaf. Alright, Save existing data. That's it. So, yeah, we finally unlocked the campaign. Great. Glad to see that. However, one more thing I want to chip in. What a surprise. Are you here for my special intel briefing? I will do this. We will do this. And then the next part will be the campaign. I promise you guys. So, this lesson is for commanders who want a little extra knowledge. This is special intel that may just give you the edge in combat. Let's get started. It's not really a mission, but we'll just call this special intel. So, this is where I'll teach you some new commands and other useful tidbits. Some of it may overlap with other things I've taught you though, so if you'd like to skip this lesson, just reset the game. To reset, press start, select, and the A and B button at once. I'm going to begin now. I'll explain a few things we haven't touched on yet. I hope you'll try them all out. So, there's a couple things. Notice how on the top here, the thing that keeps switching over, the top right corner, we have 21,000, which we'll get into later. So here we got 3 new things here called build. No, not called build, that says build. We have a port, a base, and an airport. And I'll mention these throughout the field training a little bit. So we'll just go ahead and start with the base. Yes, the deployment menu. The bases are where all of your land units have been deployed. The number next to each unit is the cost deployment of that unit. Cost is less than total funds, you can deploy it. Excuse me. Also, because there are so many land units, they might not fit in one page, use the control pad to scroll up and down. That's right. You can use the units one day after you deploy them. Just remember that units are forced to wait when you deploy them. You wonder what units you should produce first, which one was the easiest to use in your field training, focus on those, then slowly deploy. So, as you can see, we have all of our units available for disposal. Medium tank is obviously the most expensive, rocket's second most expensive. This is nice to have. They're really nice. So, as I said, we'll just open this up. No, it's not. Oh, then choose something else. Wow, no. So this, I can deploy an infantry right here. The next turn, I'll be able to use it. Alright, next is the airports. Okay, airport deployment. Airports are where you'll deploy your air units from now. Number next to the units is how much it costs to deploy the unit. It's less than your total funds, you can deploy it. Same thing. So, as you can see, since we bought the infantry unit, we can no longer afford this bomber, which is a whopping 22,000. A big investment. So we'll just go ahead and select this T-copter. If you're wondering how we got the 15,000, it comes from our cities, headquarters, and bases. Base, port, and airports. So I think we could check that out by going to... On this menu, I already told you could save an N. Let me tell you about the rest. Choose any you'd like. Oh, it doesn't tell us. Unit. A unit command shows you a list of all your units. Press up and down the control pad. Press the A button to move to the unit's position. That's not all. You can also use the unit command to change its order. Look at this. C-type, gas, and rounds all lined up. Right now the cursor is on type. You can press left and right on the control pad to see what a... Nope. Alright. Rounds. Free rounds. 99 gas for an infantry unit, which is funny. So now we'll go to the ports. This is where we deploy our C units. She said the same thing here. And let's go ahead and buy a lander. Alright, so last thing. Have you ever known where there were enemies nearby but still run into them? There's actually a way around it. I'll show you how to do it. We've selected the fighter, and once we move it over here, just move the cursor in a straight line and press the A button. But right now there's an enemy right here that we cannot see. if we move in a straight line, we'll run into it. Pay attention to the red lines that appear when you move the cursor. It follows the cursor's path. You know what that means? This actually shows your unit's movement direction, so your units follow the path when it moves. You move over the line, so you'll be fine. Just move the cursor like this. We'll try it out for ourselves. Move the cursor over here. So, basically saying there's an enemy here that we cannot see. We just go around it. And we found an infantry right there. Handy situation in Fog of War, so keep in mind. One more thing he wants us to watch out for. Special engagements. Fog of War. Ever choose to cancel your movement instead of choosing wait? If you do that a lot, be careful. Fog of War situations, you'll still use feel when you cancel a move. Which is something I learned the hard way a long time ago. Do it too many times, we run out of fuel. That's it for now. Come back again for more help. So, that is everything you need to know about Advance Wars. If you end, then your extra lessons will end. Is that okay? That is okay. Thank you for listening. I hope I'll see you again. That's wins. That's what I love to see. A ranking, obviously. Gonna go ahead and save. And field training has been complete. It took us 12 episodes. Oh, field training is golden. Look at that. We got some other things like design maps, link mode. I hope to play around this in the near future. And the campaign. The war starts here. So Vance, are you ready? We can start the campaign by just clicking that new button, which we will do in the next part. Thank you guys for bearing with everything that's been going on with the field training. Like I said, if I ever had a fresh copy of Advance Wars, I would just go to the bottom of field training, click Fog of War, and it'll unlock the campaign right away. Yeah, you can do that. Just go all the way down to Fog of War, beat it. Like you can skip through most dialogue. You just still got to do the Fog of War tutorial things, and then you're on your own. And then the campaign is unlocked for you there. But yeah, field training is over. Now we finally have more freedom with what we want to do on the battlefield, with a new commanding officer, Andy, and we'll come across a lot more along the way. A lot of the characters you will actually like. But yeah, this has been Advanced Warrior. I hope you guys enjoy, and you all have my warm regards. Take care.